YouTube, welcome to a Sunday conversation day, chatting shit day. I didn't do one last Sunday. I won't do these every Sunday, but if I have something to say, that's when I'll make them. Before I get into the main part of this video, it's just a little bit of news. My schedule that keeps changing. Basically, I've set a rough schedule, but it's never going to be exact. The rough schedule is as follows. Monday to Sunday, every day, 7 days a week, FIFA career mode. Tuesdays, FIFA and Warzone. So Mondays, just FIFA. Tuesdays, FIFA and Warzone. Wednesdays, FIFA and UFC. Thursdays, just FIFA. Friday, FIFA and Warzone. Saturdays, FIFA and UFC. Sundays, FIFA and chat videos. That could change. So basically, there will be 2 days a week where it's just FIFA. 2 days a week where it's FIFA and Warzone, 2 days a week where it's FIFA and UFC, and 1 day a week where it's FIFA and chat. But that is the rough schedule I have, not the exact one, and that is that, really. Thank you. And then, anyway, that's the little bit of news and what have you. The main part of this video is Boris's big plan, big roadmap out of this mess. Roadmap to freedom, if you will. What do I think of it? I think, regardless, I have stuck up for Boris and slagged off Labour in my Things That Piss Me Off Labour video. I have slated Boris and backed up other people in my other videos. I am credit where credit's due and harsh criticism where criticism's due. And I think, although he's been a lot of things that you can criticise about him, this time, absolute support for this roadmap, and I think the roadmap is perfect. If it works, what I think it will. I think it's perfect for the reason, with a few flaws. Actually, it's not perfect, but it's good with a few little flaws. Very good things about it are the steadiness and not speed. I think if he does do it properly and the people of the British public do it properly, there will be no more lockdowns. But unfortunately, the country's full of arseholes, so we'll see. Also, I'm very glad that in his statement he made very clear that this is we are never going to have a COVID-free world. COVID in 10 years' time will be like the flu. Vaccines for the weak and elderly. Flu can kill, so can COVID, but it doesn't kill very often. Flu rarely kills, makes you very ill, but you'll be okay, as does COVID. So I think the flu and COVID will both be similar sort of things in years to come. Obviously, with COVID's much more transmissible and much more spreadable. Flu isn't. That's why there's a bigger deal made about COVID than there is about the flu. But anyway, that's that. My views on the roadmap. Obviously, for those of you, I will read it out for you. I'm sure you've already seen it. I'm sure everyone has. Step 1 on the 8th of March is when schools go back. That's pretty much all that happens. On the 29th of March, organised sport goes back. So I'm very much looking forward to being able to play football again. So nothing really changes in my life at all until the 29th of March. And then the 12th of April, all essential shops open, personal care, libraries, outdoor attractions such as zoos. What'll be nice to get to go out, and then obviously shopping, outdoor hospitality, and that is my one qualm: outdoor hospitality. What is all well and good? Obviously, some pubs don't have a beer garden. In that case, you are going to be shut until May the 17th. The pub where I work and the pub where I used to work. The pub where I work now has a much bigger beer garden than the pub where I used to work. So, for example, the pub where I used to work will struggle, as will the pub where I work now. But the issue is weather, staffing issues. This is my only real qualm with this lockdown, with just opening the outside of pubs. But you're opening up Meadowhall. So you're opening up Meadowhall and you're opening up shopping centres. People can queue around Primark, but they can't sit in a pub and have a meal. That's what I don't get. That's the only bit of this that I don't get. Because it's going to be so hard for staffing levels. Where I work, big beer garden. There's about 40 tables outside. There's much more tables outside than inside, so it is obviously going to be very good for us that we can go outside. What's the good news? The bad news is if the weather's wank, we're fucked. The boss can go, right, Saturday, Sunday, weekend, busy days, we're going to get more staff on. Torrential rain. And then the staff, then we're like, oh, Tuesday, mate, it's a dead day, quiet, no one ever comes in. Weather's stunning. Bang, and we're outrun by staff. That's the only issue with it. And I think everyone is in the same boat. Obviously, it's harder for us because there's a lot of tables outside. So if it's like a little, like where I used to work, the tables out, it's not big. It's easier to manage the outside where I used to work than where I do now, because the outside where I used to work now like covers the whole of the building. It's about 30 to 35 tables, maybe even pushing 40, like I said, outside. Then inside, there used to be about 25, 30, but that got reduced due to COVID safety and spreading out the tables. So, basically, for now, outside only. What is good until you come to staffing levels and you've got to look at the weather. So basically, my boss is going to be looking at the weather forecast and thinking, right, weather's shit today, so I'm going to tick people off. But what about if loads of people want to sit outside in the rain? I truly don't know. This country has gone a long time without it, so I don't know how much it's going to happen. People are a lot less scared of this virus now. People are a lot more fed up of it now, so they are going to be more willing to go out and things like that. So that's good. Also, that's my only real issue with this. What do you call it? The roadmap. But then, bang. 17th of May is when 30 people outdoors, God help us, so there'll be loads of like drunk kids on fields behind recreational grounds, because that's used to what happened all the time. Rule of 6 at indoors and 2 households, what means then again indoor hospitality will open on the 17th of May. That's when I'll get back to work properly. And this is obviously depending on data. It is data, not dates. These are dates if everything goes well. If everything doesn't, this will come back. Indoor hospitality, indoor entertainment, organised indoor sport, remaining accommodation. So we will be able to go on holiday, what's very nice, and domestic overnight stays, what's good. Then live events, outdoor seated events, so like football fans will be back, what's very good. No earlier than 21st of June 2021. No legal limit. Everything's open, including nightclubs. Bang. And by the 21st of June, we should all be back to normal. What excites me very much. It's proper nice. And I'm looking forward to it, of course, but I've got to rely on the general public behaving. Will it? Don't know. But obviously that means a summer seeing my friends, a summer at work. Work's going to be packed. I'm going to be raking in the money. What's all good. So everything looks good for the future. And yeah, Boris's roadmap and Chris Whitty and JVT, they have done a good job, especially with the vaccine rollout as well. I've slagged them off in my COVID Catastrophe 2 videos, but I will support them where it is necessary. And well, the date now is February the 25th. Yes, it is. So nice. I think we move, and we move forwards, and we look positive for the first time since about February last year. In about a year, finally, the end is in sight, and I'm glad that Boris has said it's irreversible. He's admitted there will never be a COVID-free world, what is fantastic, but also he understands that it could be a bit of a challenge. Of course it will, but I don't care. Anyway, on that note, it is time to end this video. And I want to wish you all well and wish you all safe, and hope that all goes to plan with this lifting of restrictions. If it does, great stuff, and we will be back soon to living a freer and happier lifestyle, what I cannot bloody wait for. Again, like I said, that is my plan with the Warzone, UFC and FIFA. They are the 3 things going on my channel for the foreseeable. Like I said, that is the foreseeable schedule. In a couple of weeks, months, whatever, that might change. That will be uploaded on a Sunday. In the comments down below, let me know what you want me to talk about. One thing I am going to talk about in a couple of weeks is quite simply how fucking shit football is nowadays. It's not just because Liverpool are playing shit. Obviously, that makes me more down because Liverpool are playing shit. But honestly, watching football nowadays, it's ruining it. When Liverpool do score goals, I don't celebrate them because I think they're going to be ruled out for offside. That Calvert-Lewin penalty against Everton, never a penalty in a million years. And it's things going against every team that I will dissect and analyse in future videos. So keep an eye out on my channel in the next couple of weeks for a football is ruined sort of video. So that is probably, hopefully, going to be next week's chatting conversation on Sunday, talking about how football is ruined. I thank you very much for watching my quick little view on Boris's roadmap and my little update for my channel. And I shall see you next Sunday for another episode video of me rambling shit for about 10-15 minutes. Thank you very much for watching. Cheers.